Okay.
Our we don't know if it's Facebook or if it's my computer, but Facebook Live would not recognize our computer or our
That's not gonna
work.
That's not doing nothing today.
I know. I'm a little flustered if you can't tell. It wouldn't recognize our microphones or our camera. So we're doing this on my phone. Brenda's doing Instagram on her phone. So if you're watching, leave a comment, especially on Facebook, because we can see the comments on Facebook.
Kind of.
Well, Rosalie can see them.
She's
if you can't hear what we're saying, please let us know in the comments, because we don't have any visual to let us know if our voices are coming through, and it's through the microphone on the phone, so it's very far away.
Yeah, so if you can't hear us, let us know and we'll talk louder. I think Terri and Shaun maybe have come on. And Lynn. Hi, Lynn. What's up, girl? And Shaun says, you're loud and clear. Okay, excellent.
Awesome.
Good enough. I forgot to get myself some water. We're having so much drama. Rosalie's going to get some water.
I was gonna say you can do that while I reveal to everybody we have new decks.
And we cannot lie.
So my good friends,
It's her birthday.
for my birthday, gave me new Oracle decks, and I'm so excited. The first one is Angels and Goddesses.
And gods.
And Gods.
The whole gamut.
The whole gamut. And they are beautiful.
They are really pretty.
So I'm excited about that one.
That one's really cool.
This one's cool too. And then my friend
Is that from Camille?
Camille gave me the Herbal Astrology Oracle. So it's plants and astrology, so she knows I struggle with both, so this is a way I can learn. And they're also really neat.
Oh, look what's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Rue. We had an experience with the Rue card at our spirit circle last weekend.
Mm-hmm. And I was meeting with my guides the other day, and for some reason I just thought, well, instead of just asking general things, I'm gonna talk to each guide individually and see what I get. And when I got to my doorkeeper's now a lion.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
And there's a lion on that card, and it was just a whole thing from the spirit circle the other weekend. So
Yeah, Lynn got the name Rue, and then she had also, or somebody had seen a lion. Or she had seen a lion, hadn't she? Yeah.
And then when I pulled the Rue card, it had a lion on it, so we all freaked out. Yeah.
it was really cool.
That's cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and we'll get started.
We got lots of questions.
Today. Yeah. And we're running late, we know. I'm sorry. Oh, it's 11:11.
Oh, okay.
Perfect timing.
Yep. All right, Michelle. Thinking about taking a course. Excited but unsure if it's the right thing at this time. Any guidance? Michelle.
Well, Michelle, if you're excited, I would say it's the right thing. Because dread would not be a good feeling to have. If you're going to take a new class. Ooh, that's pretty.
I don't have a timestamp.
You don't have the clock's not on your. Can you see the clock right there?
It's 11:11, but
You can't see
it's
how
not.
far away you
It's
are.
not. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
But it's
It'll be
what's wrong with
it?
it?
I don't see a timestamp for when.
But it's 11 minutes. It's yeah.
We didn't start at
we'll
11.
just say we started at 11:11, so we're 1 minute in.
Okay.
No. All right. Let's see. Michelle. Ooh. One more of these.
Mm.
Oh. And an angel answer card.
Just because it's Michelle, I'm the tough love card. So this is our friend Michelle that does the jewelry. Remember that lives in Michigan?
Oh, nice.
It's not Michelle.
Okay, I thought it was the other Michelle. All right. So, Michelle, if you're excited about it, I think that's a good sign that it's going to be good. I pulled the Sky Bridge, Possibility for Union. So this card to me is like, this is a bridge to where you want to go. Like it's the stepping stones of what it is that you want to do. And then I pulled the Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. So I feel like this will help you to move out of stagnation and kind of get going in the direction that you want to be going in. And then I got listen to your intuition. So if you're excited about it, like I said in the beginning, if you feel that excitement, then there's something there for you. Even if it's not the be all end all of everything, there is something for you to learn during that process.
Mm-hmm. And from the new decks, I pulled the God of Indulgence. So it's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence and balance is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something that you just want to do and you're excited about it,
Spirit's like, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay to do it. It's okay to indulge. From the herbal deck, I pulled cacao. And cacao's medicine for the heart. And the message here is initiation, a spiritual test, revelation, access to the cosmic heart, divine love, light beings, channeling languages of light. So especially if this is a class around spiritual topics, then I would say this card is saying yes to that. And I also pulled a tough love card because I love you. And it was like, get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. So again, if that course has anything to do with, learning a new healing modality or expanding your intuition to be able to, better serve your customers or whatever, then it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. And I pulled one last card for you, and I pulled the Dragonfly Spirit, which in this deck talks about truth transcends illusion, but I know the Dragonfly is about change and like things shifting and changing and, back and forth. The Dragonfly is very adaptable in movement. So to me, it's like, and it's the number 22. So I feel like numbers could be important as well. I saw a bunch of 4s this morning. We were riding behind a car, and all over the back of this truck, it was like a work van. There were 4s everywhere. So I was like, I gotta look this up. I was in the passenger seat, so I'm over there on my phone. And it's all about like stability and security, and those are things that I've been working on. So I think it was Spirit being like, you're going in the right direction, just keep going. So
when I see 444, I always take it as like, Spirit's got your back.
Mm-hmm.
You got support right now.
Okay, next we have Terri. Do she and her spirit guides have a past life?
Ooh,
how to communicate
question.
with them more effectively? This is Terri. Do spirit guides have a past life?
So I don't know that this is from Spirit. This may just be my mind, the way it works, which scares me and most people. But that is such a unique and odd question that the fact that it occurred to you at all, that it's a possibility, probably means that it is.
Yeah.
Because, 9 out of 10 people who talk to their spirit guides have not asked that question, right?
I never asked that question.
I never asked that question. It never occurred to me that was possible. I mean, now that I think about it, obviously it's possible. But it's just, I've never known anybody else that the possibility even occurred to them. So that kind of makes me feel like more than likely.
So I'm getting, there's 2 in particular that have walked with you in different places, not just on the earth plane, but in different dimensional realities. There's one that is of these 2 that is male and has a very strong energy about him. There's a lot of red around him. I can't really see like the features or what he's wearing, but I just see a lot of red color around him. So to me, that's like that stability, that root chakra, that strength, that kind of, stable. And then the other is female, and it feels much more ethereal to me. She's much lighter energy, and I'm seeing colors around her too. I'm seeing a lot of purple around her, so might be more of like the connection to source.
You're not gonna believe this.
What was it?
So the first card that I pulled, and the first guide that you talked about, I pulled patience. And patience is about endurance, steady focus, period of gestation, trust the process, heightened sensitivity. So that those are all very root chakra oriented things. And then the next one that I pulled was psychic healing. So obviously, dream work, the liminal space, in transition to other realities, clairvoyance, foresight. So, that very much fits in with the purple around the other guides. I don't know, but what popped into my head is that you may not have lived a past life together. Like you may not have both been human or Palladian or Lyran or whatever at the same time, but they have been guides for you when you were other incarnations. Like they're guides that have followed you through different times that you reincarnated. This is the way I feel.
So I pulled, which I think is kind of representative of the two different energies that I was picking up on. I'm not going to look at the meaning because I don't think that's what it is. But you see this woman in the red cloak and she feels very protective to me. And then this one, it's got a lot of green and blue, but also I feel like there's a flower here kind of in the third eye position. And I feel like that's the much more ethereal feeling to me, where this feels much more like grounded and rooted. So what a cool question. And I think we absolutely do, like we move in soul families together, right? So why wouldn't we either have incarnated together in some point down the line, or why wouldn't we be there on the other side helping each other through our journeys? So very, very cool.
And the second part of her question, I'm sorry, was how to communicate with them more effectively.
That's a hard question to answer, because I think it's going to be different for everybody, because we all have different ways that we receive messages. For me, I get the most I don't know the right word, but response, if you want to use that word, when I sit by myself, meditate, and when I take the time to talk to each guide individually. And the thing is, I've never seen my guide. Well, I'm not saying never seen my guides. I've seen some of my guides, very rarely and and not very clearly. So I don't really know how many, and I don't really know their jobs, but I know what I've asked for. And I'm just going to trust and assume that what I've asked for is there. And they may not be like my protector guide and my doorkeeper may be the same entity, but doing the different roles. So I could talk to them in the protector role and I could talk to them in the doorkeeper role. Like, I don't know any of that, but I'm just saying. So I know the talents and the roles that I've asked for. So I talk to each one of those individually to see what they have to say about whatever question I have. So that's me personally. That's how I do it. And sometimes I don't get the message right then. Like sometimes it's like later in the day I'll see something, or a thought will pop into my mind and I'll just think, oh, I bet that's the answer. And of course, when you think that, it is the answer. But so don't get frustrated like I do when you don't get it in the moment.
Yeah, I think that for me I don't know that I experience mine separately. I ask for them to come in whenever we're doing readings or doing, or I have questions about things, and I just trust that they're there. And I know that I've seen some here and there, but I don't see them on a regular basis. Right. And I don't know that they don't change often, like some of the ones that come in maybe change from time to time. So I just know they're always there whenever I ask for them to be there, and I just trust that. But I would love to be able to tune in and be like, oh, that's Esther. She's here to help me with blah, blah, blah today.
But that's a really good point, because if you think about it, obviously as we level up and as our vibration changes, we're going to resonate with different guides. Like one guide may be like, you're to the point where I can't really help you anymore, so I'm going to turn you over to the kind of like the next vibration level. So this, I'm sure they got a briefing when they came in, but that's why it's so important to repeat our manifestations.
Yeah.
repeat the feeling, the emotions. You know, I don't want to say ask the questions multiple times, because that's not, you know, we can't just ask the same question over and over again. But if there's a topic that is important to you, make sure that you bring that topic up, you know, when you meet with them, because you may have a new guy that just isn't as well versed in what you've talked about in the work you've done up to that point.
And tomorrow, I think, or tonight and into tomorrow is it the new moon in Gemini, and it's a big manifestation.
It's tomorrow night into Sunday morning.
Okay, so if there's something you guys want to work on, like for manifesting, this is a great weekend to do that. To sit down with your ideas and your desires and write it down.
Set those intentions.
Yeah, and I was reading something this morning. It said not to burn it, but to look at it again in October and April, like keep a list. And she suggested making a list of 10 things. I want this because I want to be able to do X, Y, Z. So you're like, this is why I want to create this thing in my life, whatever it is. So I'm going to do it this weekend. That's my plan, because I think it would be cool to look back at in October and April and see how things have changed.
Well, that's why I have a journal, and I write down my intentions there, and then I write them on another slip of paper so I can burn them, because setting stuff on the fire is cool.
Okay.
All right.
What's next?
Melissa. What is the energy around my current circumstances? Are there any job prospects coming?
So is she talking about work, do you think? I think I read the question.
Yeah. What is the energy around her current circumstances? Any job prospects coming?
I think it's kind of like one of those, why is my life going this way kind of questions.
So is it two separate questions? What do you think? Okay. Well, that was half the deck there. I don't think that's it. I wonder if Instagram's working.
Terry said, thank you so much. I'm just talking to them with intention. So all the info you gave is incredible. Thank you.
Excellent.
So I got some really interesting cards out of the gods, goddesses, and angels decks. Just, mine's going blank. Shocker, right? You know, these don't have the reverse. Okay. So this is really interesting. The first card that I pulled is the Goddess of the Sacred Path. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. And then I also got, as far as like manifesting, how could you massage the circumstances and manifest the job that you want? And I got step up and lead. Then the second angel card that popped out was the Angel of Finances. Honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. So even though it's not here yet, start showing gratitude for it. And then I pulled Success. I know that there is no greater goal than love. Now, together, the story that I felt like was going on is you're too much in your head and too much in the world right now in your current circumstances. You need to trust your intuition more, and kind of like that surrender phase. I know, Spirit, I know you've got this. It doesn't look really pretty right now, but I know you're working on it. It's not in my control. I'm trusting you, to change things around. I also feel like on the flip side of that coin that there's a little bit of kind of like sitting and waiting for the right job to come. And the step up and lead card made me feel like that maybe there was a little more, something else that you could do to show the universe that you're interested, that you're serious about this, that you really, want, even if it's just like, I'm going to make something up completely. Let's say you wanted to be an art director. Okay. Well, if you're going to museums and really, out loud or out loud to your guides appreciating art, or you start painting again like you used to, you're showing the universe that you're serious about your artwork. You're not just sitting there waiting for this job that you want to come to you. And given that, then I feel like, honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive.
She said yes with an exclamation point.
So it's coming if you do your part and trust.
So I pulled for your job, balance is on one foot. I mean, for your life, like what's going on in your life. So it's a balancing act right now. But I also pulled this flower crown card. And it says, if you're going through a difficult time, know that you will receive a change in fortune soon. You are currently in a place of death, so that something new and beautiful can emerge. It's a card of hope. It will often appear when you are losing faith. Remember that no cycle, good or bad, can last forever, even though it may feel that way at times. The presence of this card is a welcome sign that better days are just a short time ahead. So if you are struggling with anything, then that's encouragement just to keep moving forward and keep that balancing going on. So this was about your job. And I pulled the Sky Dancers, which is about surrender. So surrender to what is as you are trying to change that possibly and wanting to do something else. And then I pulled the bee for that situation with work, and it talks about possibilities. It says, don't drink all of life from one flower, for there are many to taste and many to explore. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, which is what you said. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
The universe will provide for your needs, but you must be willing to step outside the box. There is never just one source and always many possibilities waiting for you. One lost opportunity will be replaced by another, but perhaps wrapped in different packaging. So it's just being willing to put yourself out there, surrender to the process, but Spirit's got your back. And
don't hold on so tight. Trust trust the universe to do what's right for you.
Yeah.
She said, OMG, I needed that. I needed this. Thank you. I just cried.
Aww, we didn't mean to make you cry. We love you.
Good tears.
Yeah.
Happy tears.
All right.
What's next, bro?
All right, we have Lisa. Two questions, two-part questions. I would like to know the direction I need to woo myself out for business.
Okay.
So I'm taking that as she wants to put more woo in her whatever she's doing, right? Okay.
She said, thank you. I needed that. Thank you so much.
No. All right, Lisa. For your woo out business, I'm going to pull you an animal totem card. I feel like it's all about connections for you. Connecting. Who do you need to connect with? How can you help? And I'm getting the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. So maybe part of your calling is to spread love and connect with people and sing your song. In the darkness of night, nightingale's spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. So I feel like part of your purpose or your woo business is something about offering encouragement to others and how can you help people along on their path.
So I just pulled a bunch of naked women for you. These angel cards are naked women. When I asked the manifestation deck, what could you do to manifest, the right type of woo business for your, that matches your higher self, I got be proud of yourself and see the bigger picture. So I feel like, first of all, you've got to know that you're worthy of it. Know that you have a talent that you can use if it's helping people, that you have what it takes to do that you're ready to do that. And with see the bigger picture, it's that makes me feel like it may start here, but start it in a way so that it can grow, it can branch out. I just heard don't hem yourself in Like don't niche down to the point where you can't grow and spread and do other things with the business. I pulled the Goddess of Nature, and it's very blue. It's very like throat, third eye. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition.
Nice.
So, if you start planting the seeds, then the universe is going to water them and help you. And then I pulled the Angel of Expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. So again, I feel like that's piggybacking on the be proud of yourself. Like, know that you can do this. Know that you're worthy. The being seen thing is scary for all of us, when we step out there and let people know like who we are and what we do. But be proud of yourself and know that you deserve that.
Yeah, so the other two cards I pulled for you was tell your story, and I think you have talked about this before, about writing a book. So maybe that's part of telling your story, or maybe it's just your way of connecting with people and encouraging them on their own journey. And then I pulled heed the vibe. So the Scorpion asks that you hone your senses, heed the vibes around you. No, don't act on them blindly. Instead, use what you sense as a reason to look deeper, to observe, to ask questions, and then to act. So I think it's probably also telling you to don't jump to do anything, but, observe first and really tap into your intuition and figure out what it is that you want to do.
Yeah. I feel like that was the bigger picture card too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where you want to do it also.
Yeah. Just saying.
Just saying.
And her second question is, will there be an Ohm-g app in the future?
I will say I would love that.
I would love that too.
We need somebody who's got some app building experience. Let's see what the Spurts have to say about us having our own app.
Let's do Tough Love.
Okay, we probably need that, don't we? I'm probably going to pull the card. It's up to you.
Yes.
If you believe.
It's within your power.
It says to wait, girl. So it's not the time yet. We got to build our listenership. And then we'll be good to go, right?
I don't know that they have anything to say. Let's do that one. That's funky.
Abundance.
It's dark and you can't see a thing. Get your head out of your ass, pronto.
Well, I mean, we can't see what that would even look like at this point, but that would be super fun to work on as we grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
What we got next, girl?
We got Julie.
Julie.
I've been on an emotional roller coaster the last month. Is there more to come, and will my outcome be okay? Any more surprises I should brace for?
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, Julie says, I've been on an emotional roller coaster this last month. Is there more to come, and will my outcome be okay? Are there any more surprises I should brace for?
Oof. Oh, I love that card. That's so pretty. I heard in my head it's not over yet, so. Well, then I pulled the creation card. Through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of light, of life. It's all about being reborn, because the second card I pulled is about wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. So whatever it is that you're going through now is kind of like the Phoenix energy is what I'm feeling like. Not easy and not fun, but you're still safe and protected there in the womb.
So when I was asking about the energy around the current circumstances, like why the roller coaster, I pulled psychic healing, mugwort, and so I do feel like there's some things you probably need to release, that because we we attract our own vibrations. So I think there's things that you could release. I asked what, because, you know, trials always happen for us and not to us. So and I know this is easy for me to say, but there's always a lesson in it. And, you know, when I asked, like, what is this trying to show her, I got courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And so when I pulled cards on that, I got St. John's wort, radiance, make time for self-love, and step into your power. So all three are very much about, like, being your true authentic self, taking care of yourself first so that you can give to others, very much about having the courage to be authentic in your walk. So that's kind of what I feel.
Okay. So I pulled the Well song. It's about harmonizing and resonating.
Mm-hmm.
So if these situations are coming into your life, like, just see what you're resonating with inwardly. Like, check your inner vibe. And I know it's hard to do whenever you're going through difficult times, to be like, I'm going to be positive and everything's going to be good and eventually everything will be good. But just to maybe say to yourself, this too shall pass, or this is just a cycle. It's just happening to me now, or happening for me now. And then I pulled the Horseman, which is the herald of change. Heed the horseman when he shows up, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. He's inviting you to spread the good news. I feel like that's like to yourself. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you are trying to reinforce the positive things that you want to have in your life. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Mm-hmm. And that may be just to yourself. Exactly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. So, what she said.
Again.
Earlier, yeah.
All right, who's next?
We have Tovi.
Tovi.
I'm wondering if my property money will come through today. She says, I know the same question every week. This is the longest thing ever for this to get sorted. Is it past karma or similar for my highest good? Thank you.
I don't feel like it's coming today. And I got to let go of what you want or what your expectations are, because I feel like there is some lesson in this delay, and I think it has to do around trust. Like, it's coming, but not maybe in the time frame that we want. And I feel that, girl. I feel that to my core. Yeah, because I'm in a similar position right now too, waiting. Girl, you can't make this stuff up. Perfect timing. So it's going to happen in the right time. It might not be on our timeline, but it's going to be the perfect time. So,
perfect timing, yes. I got chaos and conflict. So, I feel like that means kind of like prepare yourself for it to be a little unsettled for a little while longer. And it talks about being at cross purposes, the tension of opposite, the value of chaos before order. So it's like the stronger the storm, the more you appreciate the peace afterward. And then I pulled yin, but in reverse. And in reverse. Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. So, just kind of like be a little mindful of that, and just kind of like ask, is there really energy I'm holding on to that's blocking me receiving this, and just see what comes up.
Yeah. So this is what I pulled, Tovi. I pulled the creation card again. And so through the darkness I crossed, and still I found myself in the presence of life. So it's like that incubation stage, and like you're being protected, everything is going to be okay, but you're still in this womb stage, so it hasn't quite blossomed, and you haven't come out of the uterus yet. So just hold on, it'll all work out in the perfect timing, just like Spirit said.
Okay.
What else we got, Ro? Is that it?
I was just trying to see what's happening on Instagram.
Well, it's because of my phone. I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb, so the phone rang.
Next question is from Shaun. It says, good morning. I had a lucid dream last night where I was responsible for a lost soul that I kept forgetting to help.
Huh.
I also had a familiar friend in my dream that looked like my friend, but absolutely was not. Any messages here?
So with the friend who looked like your friend but absolutely was not,
Posture.
yeah, I know this is kind of obvious, but maybe there's someone who is acting like they have the best interests, but maybe not have the best interests. And
I got an imposter.
Yeah. I'm not feeling like, I don't know, I'm not feeling like it's necessarily a person. It may be an object or a project or something where maybe it looks to be like one way, but in reality it would turn into something else. So I mean, just kind of be cognizant of looking for something that might appear one way, but in actuality be another way. I think that was just like your brain processing that you kind of already know that, and bringing it up again.
Yeah, and the person that you are trying to help and you can't help them, I feel like that has to do with like, could be a couple of things. So A, not feeling good enough or not feeling like you're enough to accomplish something, and that could be how your mind is working it out during dream time. Or you could feel like you're not able to reach the people that you're wanting to reach, or you're not reaching enough people, or not able to, it just feels like not able to help, not able to do as much as you want to do.
So when I asked like what was the energy around the dream and you having the dream, I pulled psychic healing again. So I mean, like, the next time that you meditate, just kind of ask, what blocks was I supposed to identify through that dream, and see what comes up, and just ask your spirit guides for healing for that particular issue.
So this is really funny, Shaun, because I pulled Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. There you were trying to help somebody and you couldn't help them. So maybe there's a message here, and like, you don't have to fix everything. I think that's part of that. Like, you don't have to help everybody. You're not going to be able to help everybody. And then I also pulled the Master Jesus card. You're on the right path of light, love, and forgiveness. It also says Father healing is possible at this time. So I don't know if that's anything that's been an issue for you in the past, and maybe something that you're working on.
And the last card that I pulled was the God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. So again, to like the whether it's feeling good enough or feeling like you're doing enough, or you think everybody else is able to do this, and this. Why am I not able to also? But what you're seeing in them is actually a reflection of what you're also doing.
And then this card, Shaun, it says be of service. So this, I used to ask myself this every day for quite a while. How can I be of service today? So, maybe that's the question you can ask yourself, and just be like, hello, Spirit, I am open to be of service today. Not that you're, you can't make a living and do all the things that you need to do, but how can I be of service today? And just make that your mantra before you go out the door for your or start working or whatever it is. How can I be of service?
And what I just heard is, if you set that intention, let me be of service today, then whoever you help, however many you help, is exactly the person and the number of people that you can't heal and touch everybody at the same time. Whatever you're able to do in that day is exactly what you were supposed to do.
Yep.
As long as you're doing it with that intention, then you'll get the opportunities to do exactly what you're supposed to do, and no more, no less.
Yep. Yeah. And Tovi and Shaun are from Fairlux, y'all, and they just became our new sponsors for the podcast. So it's very exciting.
They have a malas for sale, and they also do like a journey within, like a intuition discovery kind of personal journey that goes with the mala to help you like meditate and raise your vibrations and all that kind of great stuff. So it's really interesting. You should check them out.
Check them out.
They're at Fairlux, FAIRLUX.ca.
Yep.
So
Up in Canada.
All right, Tovi said, thank you. I appreciate you both so much. I'm really looking forward to knowing clearly and learning this lesson. Thank you for being here with me while I'm going through this. Thank you so much.
Oh.
And we have one more question.
Okay.
From Airut and Terri. Am I going to be in this state of feeling useless and broke all my life?
Girl, I feel that.
And my girl is treating me like garbage.
Well, you have the ability to change that part of it.
Yeah.
So, to me, it feels like there's some issues with worthiness. Am I worthy of being treated well, or am I just going to be this, broke and...
Yeah, is this what I deserve?
Yeah. So, is it what you deserve? I'm going to say no, because nobody deserves that. I'm going to get an ascended master to help you. Let's see who wants to come work with you.
And, well, that's actually exactly. I got the angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. But the angel of vision is, when you're mired down in those kind of circumstances, it's like, it's all around you and it's very, very close, and you can't kind of see outside of it or what is possible in the future. But the angel of vision could help you see other possibilities. And what I'm feeling is kind of like the like dominoes tumbling, like do one thing and the rest will follow. It's like if when you do one thing and change one circumstance for yourself, then that's when the kind of the snowball effect can happen, because you kind of turn that around. I mean, Brenda helped me through a severe depression a few months ago, so I totally understand. But it's still like, when you're in that place, you don't want to do anything or think anything. But the thing is, if you don't, healing's not going to come to the door, knock on the door, and like, you're done with your depression, you're going to be fine. Let's move on. We have to find it within ourselves to want to heal, to want to move on to a different place. The good news is, Spirit will support us in that if we prove to them that we're ready and that we'll do the work.
Which, these cards make total sense when you say that, because I pulled the Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. So if that means creating strong boundaries or putting people out of your life that don't respect you or give you the care that you need, then that's a step on your path to healing, actually. And then Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So if you don't want to have that reality of your girl who's treating you bad, then call to action, honey. You got to step away from it if you don't want it in your life. And then I pulled Saint Germain. We all love Saint Germain. Karma releasing, move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy in your life. So you have to create that reality for yourself. And then card. The tiny house. But to me, I feel like this is in here. Make your mind tidy so that you can have and create the things that you want to have in your life.
Get rid of all the trash.
Yep. Out with the trash.
Out with the trash. So I asked the Soul's Journey deck, like, what could be the reasons why this situation is happening, and kind of like what are the lessons that need to come out of this. And the first thing that popped out was adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So see, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, but you've got to look for the lesson and be willing to learn the lesson. And love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So again, like, what, I know this situation sucks, and I know I'm mired down in it, but just the curiosity, what good could come out of this? What is one good thing that could come out of this?
Or what is good in my life right now that I can be appreciative of. And I
also feel like this is back to the worthy thing. Seeing the good in all things. You got to see the good in yourself too. You got to love. You're the only one that's going to love yourself out of this.
Yeah.
Somebody else is not going to do it for you. So love yourself and love the things around in your life that you can love. Look for, one little positive thing that could come out of it. Because gratitude is the easiest way, the quickest way to change your vibration.
Yeah. So go love yourself, honey.
Yeah.
All right. And we have a hello from South Africa from Sindel.
Cool.
Hello,
Hello, South Africa.
Was that all the questions?
That was all the questions.
Yay.
Well,
we did make it. Even though we were late, we did make it.
And we're on different devices here all over the place, and we just rolled with it today, y'all. We just rolled with it.
And thank y'all for rolling with us, because it was a cluster. I'm not gonna lie. But we got here, and we had great questions, and
we love you guys. And we had a new podcast out yesterday. Check it out. Talking about save the drama for your mama. Talking about trauma and drama.
Yes.
Family, religious trauma. All the fun stuff. And it was a really good one. I listened to it myself yesterday, and I was like, oh. And Lynn listened. She said it made me cry.
Yeah. I was like, it was a little bit of a tearjerker. Just a little bit.
So we love you guys. And
Terri says, love you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Terri. And don't forget, next Saturday, we're going to be at the summer solstice doing readings just like this, live in person.
Me and Chandra sitting across the table
with the decks in our hands.
Y'all can come see us if you're close by.
Yeah, so if you're in the area, please stop by and see us. Even if you don't want a reading, if it's just to say, hi, I'm so-and-so. Yeah. I'd love to put a face with a name, so.
Yeah, and Rosalie's going to be there with her own tent. She's going to be selling her jewelry, y'all.
Which, look how gorgeous.
Yeah, that's her new earring she got for her birthday.
My birthday earring
so cute.
From Rosalie.
Yep. So come see us at the Greensboro Summer Solstice on the 24th from 2 to
7.
2 to 7?
I think
8.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a long day, y'all. We were psychic hungover last time.
Oh my Lord.
So bad on the Sunday. Just freaking exhausted from reading all day. So we're gonna try to temper it a little bit this time with
But
the
it was
breaks.
so much fun. Oh God, it was so much fun.
Yep.
We met so many cool people.
Are we gonna be on the back row?
She hasn't emailed us yet, our location.
Well, come find us.
Yeah.
We'll be the Ohm-g Podcast. Aaron and Camille will be there as well, and then Rosalie and Allie will be at their tent. They don't know where they're going to be yet either, so come see us.
Come see us.
So we'll be here next Friday.
So, absolutely. All right, guys.
Have a good weekend, and we love y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.